What we go on as we've agreed we should do. And I'm going to create the indulgence of the Area President to request that the parents speak for about 5 minutes each on some aspects of this field. And then we are going to allow our fellow Rotarians, the stakeholders in this service world, to interact and make contributions for these very important aspects of our service delivery. As is usual, we would allow our president to talk last because of the regular thing. I hope the RIP will translate that. So, for 3 minutes, I will ask the district governor to tell us precisely what his challenges are regarding membership growth and engagement for 3 minutes. Thanks, governor.
I don't know what has been established, but the President of Rotary International and spouse, our amiable President-elects and spouse, trustee, and fellow Rotarians were here before the Rotary International President to explain some things EU on membership. What are the challenges we have been faced in 6 states, or 7 states as the case may be, and yet we are in the neighborhood of 1,300 and something. And what is the major difficulties we are facing? And on this note, if we are facing challenges, we are facing a lot of challenges. But I think, if permitted, the question comes from the other end, why the answer goes from this end, if it's okay by my moderator, rather than me saying challenges, because most at times how we are in the field and the challenges will be seen by these people. We can get the challenges from them. Like why we look at answer for it or island from what they say. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Well, you are the host, Mr. Governor, and this is an opportunity for you to lay bare your difficulties and challenges to our number one Rotarian in the world. So you have no choice but to let him know what you are facing. And so that if he has a way of ameliorating your problems, you will let us know which way to go. So that the government cannot evade that push. Please.
Well, thank you. Well, I just want to say some of what are the challenges we face. Will be surrounded by our method of retention. Because at the beginning of this at the beginning of the year, we actually started our Rotary year. We started with 1,000 something, and you see it dropping. And most of the times when we go out, during the election governors visit, most of the things we face as challenges is people talk about deals. Deals as a big challenges to our people. And it's not far-fetched because most of the states in this area, in our own states, are majorly salary earners. And what they will tell you is responsible for that high cost that it doesn't make, that is expensive to them, is the exchange rate. And that was why I was a little saying I was running away from me. Possibly if we hear from them, rather than hearing from me that I cannot complain an exchange rate to the Russian International President, then how would I be able to say that the challenges we are being faced is the fact that the money is too much, knowing very well that it's almost the same amount everywhere. But among the other difficulties we may be having is also the fact that we are far from each other. It's expensive and extremely expensive to be the Rotarian in this district. It's expensive because if, for example, we have a function here, those that have come here because of this function must come either from yesterday because they are coming to meet us today this morning. They will sleep this night. They slept possibly yesterday and sleep again this night. That makes it 2 nights and it becomes expensive for them, adding to some other things. So only the registration is $1 and they have to spend another $2-3 on accommodation and the rest. They will say it's expensive. So I think our proximity is also an issue of concern as it also relates to the exchange rate majorly.
Thank you very much. By way of information, there are 6 districts in Nigeria, and Zimne 126 has 1,339 members. And the average club size is 19.4, which means we have problems of that. You've only formed 5 clubs since the beginning of the year, and 3 Rotary clubs. Your net membership growth has only been 26. So, out of 139, 1,036, 39, only 26 have been added since you started the year. So, and when you look at 9141 in Nigeria as well, we've added 165. We have 165 clubs, 4,289 members. We've added 16 since the beginning of the year, and we've grown by 484 members. Next week. So, and we are operating the same environment. Please, when I say the same environment, in Nigerian belief, economic capability and ability to raise money are 2 different things. RIP is there. It's not because it's here, but I know what it did as district governor. Even when things were said to be too difficult. But let's move on very quickly because this is a town hall thing. Trustee Gilman, you are our eyes and ears. The foundation. What's your projection for foundation giving and service impact for Nigeria as a whole, and then maybe near 1 to 6? You have only 5 minutes. Okay, 6, but not more than that. Press free.
Good evening. First, I want to thank you for being here this evening. This is supposed to be a town hall meeting. I should actually be hearing from you. But I give you a little insight on the foundation. The RI president is here. Our projection and target for the foundation as Rotary International, the foundation is $500 million. For Nigeria, of course you know Nigeria is 6 districts and all the district governors are here. And so far, we had a review of the foundation given for so far from 1st July to date. The foundation given for 9126 is about 85,000. Is it 95? Did anything add? You know what? Take 100. I give you 100. And that's about the lowest that we have. What I actually expect to hear is what are your challenges? That's why we're here. That's why we're here. You tell us your challenges. If there's any way we're going to help, we'll help. If there are suggestions, if there are strategies that other districts are using, the district governors are here. They will also share those strategies with us. Then, if you also have issues, we came into town and went straight to look at the POS project. That project is $2 million. $2 million since 9126 was created. We've not done 300,000. But it's not in my place to come here and say you didn't do well. No, that's not the way we look at it. I always compare apple to apple. It's for you to tell me what your projections are, what your challenges are, and I'll give you solutions. I posted on Facebook this morning when the RI president was leaving Lagos. I said he's leaving Lagos to Ibadan. Ibadan, the largest city in Africa. When you say that a city, yes, so when you say a city is the largest in West Africa, it's also an old city. It's a city that has produced a lot of intellectuals, people with very genuine money, very good money, hard workers, people who have paid their dues and all that. You know, the thing about giving to the foundation is not about richness in pocket. It's about richness in the heart. So I want to believe I'm visiting a town or I'm visiting a district where you have genuine people, people who really love to give, people who love to do things, people who love to help. That's what I believed we are coming to. So I want to listen to you, members of District 9126. What challenges are people having with giving to the Rotary Foundation? As for taking from the Rotary Foundation, I don't want to believe you have a problem. Because the program of scale of a $2 million project, it's the first phase is in Ekiti. The second phase we just started has ended in Ibadan. That's what we went to participate in. So I need to listen to you. You know, we expect that people should generously support the foundation. I cannot be the mic and start telling you what the foundation is doing. Rotarians here are knowledgeable. So I know that you know. The money you give to the foundation, the money the Rotary Foundation brings back to you as projects is actually not a function of the money you give them. If it has to do with the money you give them, program of scale, we don't have money around here. But we are ready to help. We're ready to pull from other people, especially where there are less needs, and bring it nearer to you here, where there are needs. So I am here. The president and his spouse is here. The president-elect, who happens to be your son, is also here. So please, this is the best. I don't know whether in the history of Rotary in this country, whether you've had a situation where you had a serving president, an incoming president, and a serving trustee. I don't know when next is going to happen. So please, our ears are here. That's why I'm here. We are here to listen to you. Let's judge you. Talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Trustee Jim. Definitely that's what we are heading to. But we just thought we should have this background information from those in charge. RIPA in our home, there are 45,756 Rotarians in Africa, 14,697 in Nigeria, which is 32.1%. Africa has 1,943 clubs. There are 582 in Nigeria, which is 30%. You coming in, taking over from the current Rotary national president. How do you see you are going to this reach? How are you going to further it so that we can have and create a lasting impact as a enjoyment? All right, please.
Prof, thank you very much. Are there Ibadan people in this room? Ibadan, that you are from, an indigenous of Ibadan. Are there any in this room? No, let us put JBC, the Rotarians. Yeah, if they are Rotarian, you are from Ibadan. Please stand. Ọlọ́run ò ní lójú tì yín o. Let me say in the language you understand. Please sit. Hey, IJ, I know you don't know what I told them. You are safe, but they know what I've told them. And I use that just for connection. Prof, thank you very much for your leadership. I remember many years back, 8-9 years ago, I came to this part of the district, 9125, to propose a roadmap for growth. And almost everybody that is a leader in this district is part of that conversation. I looked at who could help us drive that growth. And I went to Prof. Prof told me he can. People will not listen now. Very soon you will start talking the exchange rates. Prof told me he can. I was governor, 2005, 2006. Yinka is a long time. Where are these younger people? They should be the one to come and do this work. He said, where are these younger people? He's here, he's alive. I begged him. I said, Prof, it's like the older people need to come back to work. Otherwise, if Nigeria must continue to play leadership role in Rotary, where is that noise coming from? If Nigeria must continue to play leadership role in Rotary, it must be visible. They said 1 out of every 5 African is a Nigerian. In terms of GDP, they said we are number 3 or number 4. Looking at my big brother, this is not that who is an economist. In terms of GDP per capita is a little low. But the truth of the matter is, the kind of people we are looking for in Rotary also. Nigeria has the highest preponderance per capita. And that is the opportunity we need to capture. And I think we'll talk about But my vision is this. Many of you may remember. We envisioned 8 Rotary districts in Nigeria when that roadmap was discussed. We've achieved 6. There's supposed to be 2 more. Just to remind you, we had hoped we would have a 9111, 9112 that is solely Lagos, divided by the Eko Bridge, Kata Bridge, Third Mainland Bridge. That was the 911, 912 envisaged. We envisaged a 9113 that was going to be Ogun and Oyo alone. Ogun and Oyo. And then there was going to be 9126, that will be the rest of the Western region. 9127, that was going to be Abuja, I think Benue, Kogi, Niger or something, and 9128 for the rest. When we split 9140, we envisaged 3. 9141, 9142, 9143. But we didn't achieve it. We agreed then that we would do the 2, and after 3 years, with growth on both sides, we will do a boundary realignment. Between 9141 and 9142, we have over 6,000 members now. So we can easily district, even though it may not be in the direction we wanted. As of today, if you want a new district of Edo Delta, 1 district, Rivers, Bayelsa, 1 district, or even Edo Delta, Bayelsa, 1 district, Rivers alone, 1 district, the numbers are there as of now. But the Oyo we anticipated with Ogun from a district has gone to sleep. Has gone to sleep. Completely went to sleep. We'll talk of those details later. But that is vision. And I said it, I did, you might have said this before. Rotarians in Nigeria are not any poorer than Rotarians anywhere else. What am I doing? Because President just asked me, Yinka, is the Rotary dues not about $80? I told him, call it 90. Call it 90. Even if you use exchange rate of 2,000 naira, not 1,003 something, call it 2,000 naira, that is 180,000 naira. It is less than 3,000 naira a week. 3,000 naira a week. And we are saying, from the, what we call the stronghold of Yoruba land, we cannot find 3,000 people. In the western region, excluded Oyo, we can't find 3,000 people in Oyo, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, Kwara, Kogi. Leave Nigeria now. Kogi, we can't find 3,000 people who can comfortably afford 4,000 naira a week. Something is failing. Because that is not true. I'm looking at many of you shaking your heads and saying, no. That is not true. I will come back to what I think we will discuss, Prof. I'm talking about value proposition. And I'm talking about service impact visibility. Those are the things we discuss. Because even in this town, what do you call the drivers of those small cars? Small taxis. Mikra. I'm sure even in this town, drivers of Mikra can afford 4,000 naira a week. But I know they are not looking for them in Rotary. They are probably looking for owners and not the drivers. And those bigger. But we'll have this conversation. That was why I started with Uju 18. kẹsàn-án tó ti ra yín. Prof, over to you.
Thank you very much, RIP. You never disappoint us. That's why we are so happy that the mantle of leadership is falling on you. Because you are a great motivator. Worries me. And you do it Chihuahua. People in Ibadan, you do it Chihuahua. The body is now hot. Lieutenant, International President, sir, what we need from you is a form of advice. You have the overall picture of what Rotary is all over the world. Where Rotary is growing, where Rotary is diminishing, and the factors responsible. There are some areas in Nigeria that are doing well in terms of growth, in terms of contribution to the Rotary Foundation. There are some areas that are doing so well. I want to see our district is not doing too well. We would like to benefit from your overview of what Rotary world is like and what we can benefit as Rotary district and never to see. Mr. President.
Good evening, friends. It is very true that Rotary is different in any country where you go, because the culture is different, the economy is different, the tradition is different. And so, everywhere where you go, there is a different approach to Rotary. But Rotary is the same, and also the men are the same everywhere. I was in India some months ago, and they showed me in one evening, in one meeting like this one, they had 47 new AKS members. 47 new AKS members. That means 47 people who paid $250,000 to become AKA members. And several, I don't remember the numbers, but were many people who became major donors of different levels. And they showed me a Rotarian that it was November, October, November, I don't remember. From the 1st of July to November, she had already donated $2 million to the Rotary Foundation. And the district was the district that the year before and was the first one in the world for contribution to Rotary Foundation. And then we had a meeting like this. And the first question of the first Rotarian who wanted to do a question was, don't you think that the dues for Rotary International are too high? This was so the sensation is the same everywhere in the world. But I agree with my friend Inga. The dues for Rotary International are $90 a year. That means between $7 and $8 a month. That in Italy means one coffee every week. One coffee every week. This is the cost of Rotary International. The rest, all the rest of the dues that you pay are for the district and are for the club. So if you want really save money, you have to speak with the club president, and we can disregard. And I was for a call of courtesy to the governor of the state of Lagos in Lagos. And I said to him that for us, for Rotary International, Nigeria is the most important country in Africa. And for us, Lagos is the most important city in Nigeria. So for us, Lagos is the capital of Africa for Rotary International. And it is true because you have done wonderful things. Membership has grown, fundraising has grown, and everything is going really very well. You are growing. And the demonstration that you are growing, and you are growing well, is that now Africa has 2 zones in the Rotary International. 2 zones. But we have always not to see the past. We have to see the future. We have to see what we can do more. And so when you say that Africa has 45,000 members in Rotary International, I would say that Italy, has more than 40,000 members. This means that you can do more. Your potential is huge. You can do much more. It is only necessary that you want to do more. Because Africa is the future of Rotary International. But you have to understand this. You have to be convinced that you can do more. So, Africa is, for Rotary International, is so important. And how I see Africa? I see Africa in the future growing more and more, and to understand better its position. In this moment, for Rotary Foundation, Africa, Nigeria is a country that has a very positive balance at the end of the year. If you donate 100, you receive at least 200, 300, 400 probably. Because a lot of global grants, a lot of programs of scale are done here. Money comes here from abroad. For us, in Italy, is negative. We donate, we are the 7th country for donation to the Rotary Foundation in the world. But we receive very, very few. But this is not a problem. We are happy to do so. Because we know that we are only one huge family in the world. The family of Rotarians everywhere. And we have to spend money where the needs are, where the needs are bigger. And we look for good projects in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Uganda, in Mozambique, everywhere. Because we want to help communities that have more needs. We don't want to spend money in Italy. We have a lot of needs also in Italy, but they are really very, very small if we compare with the needs of other countries. So what for the future? To be a big family, to understand that we all are called to contribute, because Rotary Foundation is like a bank account. You cannot obtain money if you don't put money inside before. So each of us has to contribute in his capacity. It is not mandatory. if a Rotarian cannot contribute, it is okay. It's not a problem, but who can has to contribute. How he can, in the amount that he can do. And I am sure that altogether, considering not what Rotary can do for Nigeria, but what Nigeria can do for Rotary, that we can go forward and to be a great, huge family.
Thank you very much, Rotary International President, distinguished fellow listeners. We've listened very carefully to our leaders, our world leaders, telling us what we need to do, what we need to do more of in making sure that this family grows and grows. We are going to, because of the time element, we've already been on now for about 35 minutes. We're going to allow 3 or 4 contributions by way of questions to our leaders so that they can expand more on what we have heard. So if you intend to ask a question, please, or you want to contribute, please, kindly signify. Because once we start taking the questions, we will not go back to those who have not signified. Okay? So please, can I have those who wish to contribute to this discourse on the way forward on membership growth and giving to Rotary Foundation? Are we seeing nobody wants to contribute? Well, maybe I need to nominate them because I won't let you go. Yeah, I won't let you go. Yeye, PDG, Jimokipa Nagoye will talk. Biola, Okumba will talk. Because you're always talking behind. Now talk in front of them. They are here. So talk in front of them. The president of the club of Ibadan, Fisayo Ogunbe, will talk. Because you are the #1 club in the district. And you are the progenitor of every club in 9126. Because you came here first in 1961. And so 3 people, and now 1 more, another woman. Any volunteer? What's the name? Biola Omalade. Abimbola Adeyi. Thank you very much. We'll take it to that one. Here. Moment.
Rotary National President and amiable spouse, Rotary International President-elect and his spouse, my own queen, the Passion Queen, our trustee, my DG, I recognize you, fellow Rotarians and guests. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to say something. One, I think on behalf of Rotarians in our district, we want to promise that between now and the end of March, you'll start seeing changes in the numbers of Rotarians that will bring into the Rotary fold in our district. The district governor challenged us before now, and we've been doing it, and we are very sure that we are on course. So the changes will come, I can promise. Having said that, for the foundation, I think we just need to be encouraged. Now that we are here, there is really nobody in our district. We have a lot of past district governors who served the Rotary International for so long. We don't have anybody encouraging Rotarians or pushing Rotarians or being in the forefront of working for the foundation. We have assistant Rotary Foundation coordinators in other districts. We don't have anyone here. We have people in charge of membership in other districts. We don't have anybody here. We don't have regional presence in 9126. So all what we're doing is encouraging ourselves to see what we can do. But if there's anybody up there who is pushing us, we just need a little bit of push. I trust my Rotarians. If we just have that little bit of push, we'll get to that place that you want us to get. But where we don't have the push, everybody just does what they can do, because there's nobody really looking out for what we are doing in our district. So, sir, I just want to appeal that District 9126 also wants to be heard beyond the district, beyond the country. We want to have people from our district being represented at the regional level. We also want our passion queen. We see you a lot in Port Harcourt, we see you a lot in Abuja, we see you in Lagos. We also want to see you in 9126. Bring that torch, we need it. Because, sometimes in Nigeria, you need to, like you do, you don't just talk to people, sometimes you blackmail them to get things done. So we just need a bit of that from you. Just be close to us and things will change. RIP, this is your home. So it's actually not into your favor that your own home is not doing well. So please, we want you to be the Omoluabi that we want to have. Come back home and help us to build this, your lovely district. You saw the vision that we are going to have this district, and we had it. Which means when you saw that vision, we worked with you to achieve it. We are ready to work. We are ready to work with you for the numbers to increase, for the money to increase, and everything. So I think that is just what I needed to say. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you. Please cut down on the protocol. No much of protocol, and you have only 2 minutes, please. No sermonize. Just go straight to the point.
The area president, permit me to stand on existing protocols. Yes, I challenge my PDGs, especially PDG Rotary time. And the question posed to him was, if district governors were given responsibility to strengthen weak clubs, then what is the role of the Rotary International president to strengthen weak districts? That was my question. And the other one is, yes, our spouses, our partners, even at Rotary International Convention, we don't reduce the rates at which they pay, like the Rotaractors. I don't know what happened, but Rotaractors usually pay half of what Rotarians pay. But even at district level, we don't encourage our spouses to go to ceremonies with us because we pay exactly the same. Probably if you do like you do for Rotaractors as partners and give them 50% rebate, maybe people will bring their spouses and they'll be encouraged to attend their occasions. Those are the two things that I need to put forward. Thank you.
President of the Club of Ibadan, step out.
Thank you very much, sir. Standing on the already established protocol. I just want to add that on our recruitment of potential members, we need to be intentional about it. All clubs need to be intentional about it. And maybe we need to shift our focus from the social aspect to recruitment aspect so that our club can be strengthened. And then, as the other previous speaker has said, we need more encouragement as president. At times, when you are in a meeting, what even the previous past presidents said at times bring discouragement. You will be doing your bits and even going extra mile, but there are certain ways that which some people put words that bring discouragement. So we need more encouragement. And lastly, I will just ask, just give us the tips by which we can increase our members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The lady, please step out.
Thank you very much, the Rotary International President, all protocols duly observed. I'd like to introduce myself again because I am a new Rotarian and a past Rotaractor. I'm Rotarian Abimbola Adeyi Ugubao. Okay, so my question, yes sir. So my question, you talked about members, not like adding many members to Rotary in our district. And I just want to say something about it that I think many Rotarians dropped along the line. So, like, the increase did not really show like that because many Rotarians dropped along the line. We had more Rotarians, but some dropped along the line. So this brings me to membership retention. If there are ideas where we can, ideas that we can bring up to, you know, give us hints on what we can do to retain members in Rotary. Maybe the ideas, maybe things that have helped Rotary International retain their members, retain members in other countries. Also, it brings me to what opportunities exist for African districts to have stronger representation at global level. I think this is also what my RIP talked about, and he said something about value proposition. So what are these opportunities that are in line for us so that we know that, okay, this is also what we're doing? Thank you very much.
Please give a round of applause. As a very new Rotarian who has the courage to come and talk to us about what she's feeling. Because of our time, we'll just allow our leaders to maybe make one or two comments on what I have said. But another bit of statistics. In District 9126, 24.57% of your members are not registered on my road. You induct people into membership, you don't report immediately. So as far as RS is concerned, you are still at the number that you were before bringing in new members. Of course, this, when you ask, because to tell you if you bring them in, why the semi-annual dues was pending, then the next period would be almost impossible for them to settle. It's always an escape valve. That's not acceptable. like to tell them that Rotarian International President, I think, will allow RIP and the trustee to sort this one out.
How can Africa count more in Rotary International? Africa is counting more. Now, with 2 zones, you will have always one director in the board of directors of Rotary International. England, that had 2 zones in the past, and so had always a director. Now England has only 1 zone, so England will have a director every 4 years. Africa will have every time. Always Africa will have a director. Trustee of the foundation. From the 1st of July, Africa will have 2 trustees in the board of trustees. And from the 1st of July 2027, Africa will have 3 trustees in the board of the trustees. So you are growing and you count more. So how to count more and more? Growing. This is the medicine. This is the way to count more. Growing. Growing in membership, growing in donation. This is the path, the street to count more in Rotary International. For the dues of the convention, I know that Inga is fighting with the convention of Dubai in this moment, so I ask him to answer, because now you know what is the problem.
Thank you. Thanks, PDG Jumoke. You know, I was here in the show when, is it BC, became a district governor. I wasn't just here, I came here on my own terms. That was the year after I finished school. I came here, and I've always made myself available for your district governors. Your district governor is he can be your past district governor. I'm sure he got more calls from me than he got from any Rotarian, even inside this town. Through our friends, followed up with the activities, and I said, I'm available. You know, when it comes to regional positions, one don't even take it. I'm an insurance person, and I've been in marketing and administration. Management is 360 degrees. Real leadership is 360 degrees. You manage your subordinates, you manage yourself, you manage your superiors. That's how leadership is. Now let me bring it home to giving to the foundation. You know, I just told you that when we walked into this town, we went to commission, went to do, not a commission, a program of scale projects. If we were to bring program of scale projects to a district based on their contribution, it won't come here. There's no program of scale in 9141 where I come from, where the president-elect come from. We don't, program of scale, you have it here, you have it in the north. The highest giving district in the zone as we speak is the 9141. They've been on that trajectory for almost 3-4 years now. So it's not the way the Rotary Foundation functions. It's not a product of how much that you've given. We look at the areas of needs, even if you're not giving to the foundation. And you know the thing about the foundation, we don't decide what the money is used for. You decide through the projects, through the grants you apply for. You are the one to apply for grants. You are the one to seek, like the Holy Book says, seek and seek with all your heart. So if you apply for the foundation grants, we give to you. Then again, if you're talking about regional positions, it's track record. It's not turn by turn. It's not turn by turn. If it's turn by turn, a Nigerian won't be president-elect. Jinka is not president-elect because it's African stone. It wasn't African stone. It wasn't Nigerian stone. It was by merit. He has worked hard. He has shown his mettle. He's been everywhere. When others were busy growing their businesses, having companies here and there, he took his money and sunk into the foundation and was moving from all over the world with his own money. That's the way this. So you need to show capacity. You need to show your will. You know, these are volunteers. We are not paid to do this job. And because of how limited our funds are, if you're not willing to use your fund for visibility, you just get drowned. So my dear Jumoke, you know that even before you fell down to 9126, you're already a regional leader, or you didn't tell them. You have regional role, you didn't tell them. You're a regional coordinator now. Is it because you're 9126? So it's there. We've had, where is the BDG Obuke? BDG Obuke was a regional leader for over, is it 8 or 12 years? Is what? Where does he, see, people keep a passion in this, where does he live? Where is he? That's all. Show working. You understand? Show working. If you show working, okay, you've been there, you know how these things work. We're not, alright, President, they don't give regional roles. Most of the time, those regional roles come from here. People amongst you are the ones who will recommend based on your track record. Past district governors here, please permit me to just bring your indulgence. You see, when you finish serving as district governor, create time to enable your districts, your environment to work. Just create time. When they are going to give those regional roles, they are not going to give it based on how long you have served as a district governor. Your visibility actually counts. And we know you have wealth of knowledge. I did say it when I stood up the first time, that the past district governors in this town are respected people. You are respected in your chosen vocation. Let it show in Rotary. Carry your weight. Throw it to Rotary. Rotary has been in Ibadan for a very long time. Now you have produced a president. You have produced a president. There's a lot of work that you need to do. I mean, his favorite word is work day. There's a lot of work for us to do. Let us contribute to the Rotary Foundation. Rotary Foundation has given you more than you have contributed. Please support the Rotary Foundation, and we are willing to support it. If you know how tight the visit of this president is, to create time to come to this place is a shared respect, an acknowledgement that you matter. Please also show, prove to us that you matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Nike. They need to show work. They need to show capacity. Jumoke, when you became ARRC, it wasn't done by turn. It wasn't done by turn. And those who want to take those roles, they need to work hard. If you think you will be governor and you just flip-flop through your ear, and after you expect to be regional, we can't trust you with that role. We are trusting you to inspire districts and clubs. You must show us you have inspiration yourself. If every conversation you have is that it is difficult, it is difficult, it is difficult, and the job we want you to do is to make things easy, we will not give you, no matter how old you've been, no matter how marginalized that area is. We must see a radiating possibility, a desire make things better. Then we will enable you with what we need to. Jumoke, as district governor, raised close to $800,000 for the Rotary Foundation. In this same place. In this same place. Now you combine the two districts together, they are doing half. Two governors are struggling to deliver half of what only Jumoke delivered. We are asking for regional things. It's not done by Tom. They must show working. You know, yes, they must show working. That's what I mean. Equity. That's what it means. I've said it many times, Prof. They cannot ask me, I'm going to be president. Then they tell me, give me one person from Africa who can do this. Let's say foundation. Then I see a district governor from Uganda raise $1 million. A district governor from Ghana raise $800,000. Then you see me, Yinka Babalola, Ojuluwo Omo Ibadan. To go and pick an Ibadan man who raised $80,000. Ibadan doesn't function like that. That's not how we were brought up. Shelo Mokbani. I can't do it. I can't do it. Show working. See, you know, I used the word Prof. I said they went to sleep. And I used the word because you walked. And you saw the result of the work. But you went to sleep. You went to sleep. He himself, this week, I've spoken to him many times. In fact, DG is here. If we left him to make this district, this president will not be here. What you are saying, show us. Show us. Even to invite people, say people are afraid. Look, look at Ibadan. I use Ibadan as an example all the time because I am from here. You see, from the road up to Nasijire, there is not one single Rotary club. I've been shouting this for 8 years. Is it new now? It's new. Thank you very much. Everything is on the way. Now you are showing working. Interpretation here. And when you are bringing them in, correct them properly. I challenge them. Oyo State has how many local governments? 33. Oyo State, 33 local governments. There should be at least one Rotary club in every local government. Even if it's a satellite. Every local government headquarters has presence, banks, everything. In the local government headquarters. It is not that you don't know these things, so we have discussed it. We have produced this as a roadmap. And I'm not talking of Osun, Ondo, and the rest. What we have lacked is leadership. Leadership. And that includes those of you clapping. Because you are leaders in your own clubs. When I say leaders, I wasn't pointing up to a district governor. This man is based in Ondo or Akure. Akure is not between Ondo and Ondo. You know, that's where this man is based. Where are the leaders of Rotary in Ibadan, for example? Leaders of Rotary in Ondo. It's you. It is you. If you tell this man this is what you need and it's not providing it, you know what to do to him. Look, Rotary is by invitation. Yes, Senator Salaka. I'm saying that. Don't worry, I will come to you. Thank you for being here. And Olori, welcome. Ekabo. Eba fẹjọ́ ọmọ sùn ní sún kábíyèsí pé wọ́n fẹ́ lójú tí wọ́n kọ́ àti nígbà. We need, let me do a test. If you are a Rotarian in this room and you are younger than 50 years old, please stand. No, the one from this district, and sit. The ones from this district, if they are younger than 50 years old, and they are Rotarian from this district, please stand. Hello? Hello? DG, wait. I'm looking at you people. I'm giving you a charge. This is that. You can't be here. You cannot be here. And we have issues. And we are going to discuss Banquet house. He has delivered his dues. 83 years old. See him here. He has delivered. When he was your age, he worked for this organization and delivered results. Look at Prof. You people are here now. You are doing as if you don't exist. You are giving excuses here and there. Get up. Wake up. Somebody must do this work. In other districts that you see where things are working, people like you are the ones doing it. They are not giving excuses. You know what we need to do to increase the number of Rotarians in this district to 3,000? Do you know what it is? 2 Rotarians bring 1. I'm not saying 1 bring 1. 2 of you combine. In 1 year, find 1 good person like you. That will not really mean you don't have good persons around you. And that's why I talked about value proposition and impact of stability. Please sit down. Thank you very much. Please get up. Let us do this work. The roots to growth. Every local government should have at least a satellite club. The local government headquarters should have at least a satellite club. Go and work with the youth. Focus on Rotary and help with the transition. I see many Rotaractors in the room. Work on the transition. Let me give you a reason why we must do this. You see, if I'm president of Rotary International, and I want to direct resources, I want to be selfish. They said, I say this sometimes in Europe, so people can understand. When they evacuate the local, I'm president. I want to direct resources to the I need Rotary clubs to do so. You can't have somebody in the kitchen and go hungry. But if you have somebody in the kitchen and it's time to serve food and you are not there, why are you? Hunger, why are you? The food will go somewhere else. Somebody who is present will take it, eat it, but the food. DGN, where I saw DGN, where is he? I saw him. Huh? Oh, DGN, see, your people say their problem is leadership. These people are talking about that. These people. They say their problem is leadership. That is it. Olowolaga, Pioneer District. Let me tell you one thing. Ejoko, please sit. If your number drops below 1,200, we will merge you in the Republic. I'm telling you now. If your number goes below 1,200, we will merge you with District 9103. You will be attending your conference in the Niger Republic. Thank you, bro.
Kindly give a rousing applause to our panelists. It's very rare, as our trustee has said, for you to have the Arab president, trustee of foundation, In 1985, Rotary Carlos Francisco was here to lay the foundation of our community building. That was on 19th January 1985. Then in 1990, Lieutenant Jem Acher, who was the RI president for 1990, came to commission that same building. So we've been lucky having a RI president there. But this particular one is more than unique. So I want to thank you, sir, for honoring us with the present. And our RIPE, who any day, although it's for class and money, but it's adopted into all of everybody as his club. And he's always there to motivate us. We thank you. Trust you, you are much valued. Thank you very much. And please, once again, let's pray a round of applause as we round up this. Thank you very much for coming. This session is over.
Please let's put our hands together for the panelists. Now, quickly, we are moving to the second section of the program. Can we move to this other side? Quickly, please let's shift. While that is going on, the cultural display will begin. Alright, please, we are moving the high table to this side. Please, ushers, please can you come and help us here, please? Please, can we come here? Please, please. Please, can you follow the number as we look for a table, please? Yes. Why are you just? Do you want me to do my own? Alright, let's put our hands together. That's lovely, beautiful. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for them one more time, please. Yeah, I know your hands are busy, but let's appreciate that great work of art. Now we go and take our national anthem. Please, we want to crave your indulgence. Let's give a moment of respect to Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Also a moment of respect for Italy, and then another moment of respect for Rotary International. We request that we all stand as we take the anthems in succession. First, the anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and then the anthem of Italy, and lastly, Rotary International. Please, all movement stop now. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tried and someday differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. All right, I'm sure many of us do not know that Rotary has national anthem. Okay, let's put our hands together for these three wonderful entities while you take your seats. Now we go to introductions quickly, and I'd like to call on the district governor nominee for district 9126 to please quickly come out and introduce the officers of district 9126. Please welcome with me to the microphone, Rotarian. Rotarian, please.
Thank you so much, fellow Rotarians. Good evening. The Rotary International President and your amiable spouse, Anna Maria. Please permit me to stand on all existing protocols for the sake of our time and not going to run through the introduction of all the very distinguished personalities that we have with us this evening. So you will permit me to just mention but a few. Of course, I'll start with our special guest of honor, the Rotary International President, Francesco Arezzo, and his amiable spouse, Anna Maria. Please, if you please, could give a round of applause to our special guest. Thank you so much. And of course, our very own, the Rotary International President-elect, Olayinka Babalola, and his delectable spouse, Moji Babalola. My apologies. I'll take that again. The Rotary International President-elect, Olayinka Babalola, and his spouse, Reba Babalola. Please pardon me for that mistake. Of course, the chairman of the Central Planning Committee for the Rotary International's President's visit to Nigeria, past District Governor Andy Uwe Jenner. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I recognize most sincerely my own District Governor Funke Aboken Batife of our District 9126, and by extension, all your colleague governors from District 9127, 9111, 9112, 9141, and 9142. Of course, we also have distinguished guests in our midst this evening. In no particular order, I recognize the Director General of IITA, Dr. Simeon Ehui. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you. And also one of the persons that have shown commitment to the Rotary Foundation, particularly this year, and who will be honoring later on this evening, Senator Sharafuddin Ali. Thank you so much. We also have Our Royal Majesty, Olori Barrister Rashidat Olayinka Ladoja. Thank you so much. And of course, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, Professor K.O. Adebowale, is here with us. Okay, I take it he's here to join us. Fellow Rotarians, our past district governors are here well represented, and like I said, for want of time, I will just take the chairman of the Advisory Council of Past District Governor in 9126, Past District Governor Oluru Timitayo. Please welcome him with a round of applause. Of course, as we proceed in the course of the evening, the MC will do some more recognitions. Once again, I welcome you all to a spectacular evening, and I say to you, please enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Right, so as you can see, we are trying to manage time here. so that we can have enough time for fun. Now we will go straight to our district governor for his welcome address. So please welcome with me to the podium or there, our district governor. Okay, 1 minute, sir. All right.
I'm so sorry, my DJ. I made an error that I hope will be pardoned. I'm sorry that happened in trying to rush and make up for lost time. Our trustee, past district governor, Ijoma Pearl Okoro, please pardon me for missing you out of the protocol. And please let us give her a rousing ovation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, on behalf of our trustee, you have some sacrifices to make, and the sacrifices contain a cow and 3 bags of rice. That's enough. All right. Now we move on to having our district governor address us. So please, fellow Rotarians, please put your hands together for our district governor, Governor Ken Latife.
So, good job, the Rotary International President and the spouse, we sincerely thank you for coming. The President 2027, 2026, 2026 Rotary year, we appreciate you and your spouse. The trustee, thank you for coming. Our neighbor, Olori, we appreciate you for coming. The Senator representing Oyo South, thank you for coming. We want to especially appreciate our Rotarians, PDGs, my brothers from other districts, the 5 district governors. We also thank you for coming. Fellow Rotarians, friends, I want to especially welcome you to this function of a dinner or reception in welcoming our Rotary International President and his entourage. As a matter of fact, he had a very tight schedule, like you know, and even for every one of us, we have changed our itinerary more than 2-3 times in this process, and today he has been on the road since morning. We can't thank you is not enough to demonstrate thank you, but there is nothing more than thank you. It is on that note that we have heard from our leaders. While thanking them, we have all heard from our leaders on what to do, on the target and challenges before us, on the mission of on what we must achieve, on foundation what we must achieve, on membership what we must be. And this is a call for action to every one of us. For me, I do not see it as only a challenge, but I see it as an issue that all of us must deliberately must ensure that we are in the mind to increase our membership. We must also look at a situation where we must ensure we give to foundation. As a matter of fact, listening to all our leaders while talking, you will agree with us that we are not the poorest. We are not. It's on this note that I want to beg you, while thanking you for coming, that please, let's encourage our district. Let's encourage ourselves. Let's see what we can do to be a better district than we are today. On this note, once again, I welcome all of you and I appreciate you for coming. Thank you so well.
My DG has this trademark. Thank you so well. Thank you so well, everybody. Thank you so well. All right, we move straight into the program. Another sacrifice by my DGN Dolu is the omission of the RI President's aid. That's another cow and 4 bags of rice to be rendered to me so that for onward transmission. My PDG, we're so sorry about this. It's not intentional. However, it is your time to be up here to introduce the RI President. So please, fellow Rotarians, welcome with me. With his wife seated over there, Past District Governor Wali Ogunbadejo and his wife. Thank you, Madam, for coming here. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes to make a special introduction of our Rotary International President. Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much. Our Rotary International President and Anna Maria, the Rotary International President-elect and his spouse, the trustee, the governors of Nigeria, 6 of them, fellow Rotarian guests and friends. Well, this is an ambush, but I'll do what I should do to let you know more about our president, who has come all the way from Italy to give us, to inspire us, to motivate us to be better district and better Rotarians. Our Rotary International President is Rotarian Francesco Arezzo of the Rotary of Ragusa in the southern part of Sicily. He's been the Rotarian since 1988, and by profession, he's a lingua orthodontist. He's a member of so many international associations of dentists and orthodontists, and he has also held so many international positions in Rotary International. He could be the chairman of the planning committee for the Melbourne Convention 2023. Yes. Those of you who were in Melbourne and Nigeria Melbourne, that's the man who made it possible. Give him a round of applause. And also a member of the International Strategic Planning Committee, vice chair for 4 years. He's a man who is very passionate about Rotary. For many of you who know the history, before he became the RI President, he was only selected in June 2025, and by 1st July 25, he started running. And so far, he has been able to motivate, to inspire Rotarians, and I'm sure by the end of this year, we will be able to achieve all the goals that we have set out for this year to achieve. That's our president. I've been with him since 2 days ago. He's such a very unassuming person, very humble. But the Italian panache, the strength in the average Italian that you see through him, though he's very quiet. And he's married to this very pretty, amiable, effervescent lady, Anna Maria, who is an entrepreneur in her own rights. And between the two of them, they also run a virgin olive oil factory in Italy. Yes, thank you. Round of applause for them, please. And he is on the consortium that ensures that quality virgin olive oil are produced in that part of Italy. He also has an industry in hotel. And so if you are going to Ragusa and the southern part of Italy, please be sure that you can make contact with him. You can have some compassionate rates in an hotel. He's the 3rd Italian to be the RI International President, the first being in 55-56, and then the one in 1999-2000. But he is the first from southern part of Italy, while the others are from northern part of Italy. He's married, like I said, to Anna Maria. They have 2 wonderful daughters and 2 grandchildren too. Both of them are major donors and benefactors of the Rotary Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, please can you give our president a standing ovation as I introduce to you Rotarian Francesco Arezzo, the president of the Rotary States, the man who has inspired us to unite for good, our president.
Good evening. things that were really very good. First, we visited the program of scale, help for the mothers and for the children that began now here in this state. And it was really a very good project because it was done together, all the stakeholders work together. And this is what means unite for good. That we have to work all together. There were the Rotarians, there were the local Rotarians, there was the representative of the local government, there were the local authorities, there was the communities, there were the mothers, the children, the doctors, and all together, all these persons worked for one goal. And that is important. That is when we can act to big success. And the second thing that I visited was the IITA. It is a wonderful center for research on agriculture. Really impressive, huge, 1,000 hectares, but modern, wonderful, clean. Was really a great surprise. And this means that if there is leadership, a good leadership, it is possible we can do something of special, really special, because it is one of the most beautiful centers for research in agriculture in the world, not in us, in the world. It is possible. We can, you can do something of relevant everywhere. It is only a problem of leadership, a problem of willing, a problem to be convinced that together we can do everything. And this is my message for you. Don't waste your time to ask what Rotary can do for you. But try to apply your leadership, to involve, to unite for good as many people as you can. And unite, you can do everything, every project. There is no limit to the thing that you can do. But you have to want, you have to strongly want. This is very often the problem. That we are not convinced of our strength, but you are strong. And if here it was possible to found and to grow that beautiful center, you can do everything. You can do everything. You have only unite for good. All the stakeholders together to obtain the lasting impact. So this is the message that I leave to you. I wish you a wonderful evening and a wonderful year of Rotary. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, the Rotary International President. Can we have that round of applause for this President? All right, tonight, 9126 will just host the banquet. We have come to celebrate collaboration and vision, the leadership, the honor and recognition of good works in the society. Tonight, we have come to appreciate service of ourselves, and in that regard, I want once again to welcome the Rotary International President and wife. I welcome distinguished guests and wonderful leaders of Rotary. I welcome the fellow Rotarians. At this juncture, I would like to call on District Governor to please step out once again and this time you will come with the Rotary International President and of course our able Rotary International President as we do this wonderful honor to those doing well with our Rotary International Foundation. I recognize especially tonight, though in absentia, please, a round of applause as I recognize. A round of applause as I recognize Major Donor Level 3, Samuel Kolawole. Yes, he's not around. Of course, we all know him and we know how well he's been doing to Rotary. Here we have the wonderful woman who is also doing well in the district to please step out for this special recognition tonight. I call on Rotarian Vera Zupa. Our level of contribution is Major Donor Level 3. While we are with us, Kolawole, Major Donor Level 3. Alright, we have Level 2 there as well. The district governor?
Congratulations, and on behalf of the Rotary Foundation and Rotary International, thank you so much. This is a sign, symbol of appreciation for your commitment and your attachment to the Rotary Foundation. Thank you so much.
Congratulate you, the entire Rotarian district.
Fellow Rotarians, this is a third level major. Third level major is minimum $50,000 in the major foundation. The people at the back are not clapping. Thank you so much for this.
Alright, in absentia again, I want to recognize PDG Dolapo Lufade Major Donor Level 1. A round of applause to him, please. Alright, I'd like to call on another contributor who is in the house today. Sir? Alright. I want to call Razak Akindele, Major Donor Level 1.
Again, thank you for your commitment, thank you for your donation. It is because of people like you that we can do this world a better place for it to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we give you this major donor. Please wait to reply, just like you do. Thanks for supporting the foundation.
Alright. Next person is Toyosi Adebambo. Ijodono, everyone.
All right, President Toyosi is one of our coordinators for the program of skill. If you remember, you saw him this morning. You know you can't miss him because
yes, thank you. And I am so happy because you are becoming an example, and being an example for the other Rotarians, because so many follow you in your service. Thank you so much.
thank you, sir.
Last on this particular category is in absentia as well, Rosemary Ude, MD Level 1. Thank you so much. At this juncture, I want to call on a wonderful benefactor who is in this house, our wonderful Senator Sarafatin Abiodun Ali.
Distinguished, please have the one of all right, President, you are serving Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he has just become a benefactor, having donated to the endowment.
Is a big deal for the and the youth of the recognition. I am sure that you might be very useful to the programs and the details. Thank you so much.
The endowment fund of the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International named Sharafuddin Abiodun Ali as a benefactor. Like you know, benefactor goes to the endowment fund. The money is not used, rather the dividend, the yield from the investment is what is used. It shows, it goes further to ensure that Rotary continues in perpetuity. So, thank you so much for donating to the program, to the endowment fund. And this is also a Buhari's certificate. Thank you so much.
Open it, yeah.
Thank you so much, Senator Sarafatin Ali, for your contributions to blocks, the district, of course, in the video and life in society. We appreciate it. All right. Permitting to do. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, at this level, we want to recognize especially wonderful contributor to Polaris. taking your time. This has to be done by all right. Thank you, Madam. We have to bring you back again. And of course, the district governor, our president for this special. All right. I want to call for recognition and decoration Bimbo Bodhidi. That is Polaris Fellow +5. I also want to call Olumide Lori, Polaris Fellow +3. Olumide, don't leave the house. Alright, in absentia, I want to call also Adeshino Kadri. Adeshino Kadri is Polaris Fellow +2. I want to call Yobami Adebayo, Polaris Fellow +2. And Funke Adetuji, Polaris Fellow +1. While that is going on, we're recognizing a very long list of Polaris Fellows here tonight. Polaris Fellow. Congratulations, celebrating on behalf of individuals and society contribute. Better living, good water, better education, good health, and of course, peace in our society. May you continue to grow. May you continue to contribute. All right. I'll come and meet you. We should share this course. Maybe you can meet you. All right, congratulations. Our time is close. All right, dinner will be served or being served now. While that is going on, I want to call on this wonderful individual to come out for the certificate and beautiful handshake of the President, again, Polaris Fellow Olúwatósìn Sunday Ògúnṣílẹ̀. Polaris fellow Ọládélé Ọláyíwọlá Àlàbí. Please step out and round of applause please as we call them. Polaris fellow Ayọ̀délé Olúrẹ̀mí Abíkúnlé. Polaris fellow Alimat Shalewa. And Polaris fellow Túndùn Àlàbí. This is your idea, please step out. Polaris fellow Olúṣọlá Àjàyí. Polaris fellow Wasiu Adéwálé Adégòkè. Photographers please the seat. Polaris fellow Ọdúnayọ̀ Samson Àjàyí. Polaris fellow Adéyẹmí Abíọ́dún. Please step out. Polaris fellow Ọlárẹ̀wájú Nọ́tì Olúbí. Polaris fellow Adékúnlé Adéyẹmí. And the house step out. Polaris fellow Victor Michael Giwa. Polaris fellow Michael Olúṣọlá Ìtọ́lá. Polaris fellow David Adémọ́lá Ọmọláfẹ́. Polaris fellow Michael Ezekiel Mipa Helton. Polaris fellow Justina Modi David. Polaris fellow Jane Uchechukwu Ejide. Polaris fellow Abimbola Akoide. Polaris fellow Christopher Bassi. And last but not least, Polaris fellow Bolaji Abide. Alright, we celebrate with the cake. Alright, we want to recognize a special people for special performance. I call for Membership Champions Award. I call the PDS Azim Rotary. Special recognition for Membership Champions Award. Azim Rotary. Congratulations. I also call for Membership Champions Award for Banquet in the house. Please move it fast, membership is the strength of Rotary. At this juncture, there will be a short session of induction of the new member.
Okay, please, we would like to invite Senator Sharafadin Ali to be inducted as a Rotarian tonight, and also invite RIPE Ika Babalola to come for the induction of a new member, Sir Senator Sharafadin Ali. Please let's put my hands together. Senator is being inducted into Rotary Club of Ibadan.
Rotary Club, I was so fast to take the advantage.
Fellow Rotarians, DJ, please put this District Governor, Landing. Fellow Rotarians, please let me know your ears. We are about to do something very important. Fellow Rotarians, it is the duty of our Rotary Club to have new members from time to time, so that we may not only increase our usefulness and influence as a club, but also to extend the spirit of Rotary throughout the community. Today, I welcome to our rank and admit to membership Rotarian Sharafadin Ali. Rotarian Ali, you have been elected to membership of the Rotary Club of Ibadan, as I have been informed. Because your fellow members believe you to be a worthy representative of your calling, and also to possess qualities that will permit you to exemplify the true spirit of Rotary, please listen. In your public, personal, business, social, and private life. Can we have some quiet in the room? Can somebody tell that table you should please give us time to do what we want to do here? Adika Emmanuel Gidiwa Rotary, Mwawa, as a very Dutch and is in Bani Mukenta. You have been chosen to membership in the Rotary Club of Ibadan because your fellow members members believe you to be a leader in your vocation, and because you manifest those qualities of head and heart which fit you to interpret and impart the message of Rotary to those with whom you come in contact. You are the representative of your vocation in this club, and any contribution of an educational value pertaining to your vocation must naturally come to us through you. On the other hand, you now become the ambassador from us to your vocation, and it becomes your duty to carry the ideals and principles of service to your work. At this moment, I ask all Rotarians in the room to please rise. Rotarians in the room, one. I now formally admit you to membership of Rotary Club of Ibadan, and I'm required to affix this lapel on you. Most Rotarians you see will wear this with pride. With pride. This pin is recognized in over 200 countries and territories of this world, on this planet. And when you wear it, those who encounter you, looking at this pin on you, you send a message that you are reliable, you are dependable, and you are trustworthy. This pin is not your property. We are loaning it to you. And why is that so? Because if any morning, any day you wake up, you no longer feel reliable, you no longer feel trustworthy, you no longer feel dependable, please return our pin to us. Prof, you are standing beside Sharafa. Should I go ahead and put this pen on me? If Sharafa misbehaves, we should hold you responsible. That's why you're standing there. If people ask Prof, Senator Sharafa, should I go ahead and put this on you? No, you may say no at this point. You won't say no. May I now invite the District Governor of 9127, Princess Joy, to come and help put this lapel on our newest member, Rotarian Sarafadi Abiodun Ade. Fellow Rotarians, please join me in welcoming our newest member. And President Francesco, I know you are having a drink. I would like to give you the privilege of giving a handshake to our newest member.
Banquet. Yeah, I narrowly moved out of Canada 3 years ago, and quite a number of people here who are whether members or past presidents of the Rotary have associated with several clubs around the world. By way of partnering with them in relation to the Rotary, and because I believe that part of what we should do is giving back to society. So it was my brother, Rafusho, who consulted me a few months ago and said, you must come and bring it to Rotary. So he dragged me to it, and here I am. So thank you very much, everybody.
And the Honorable Senator, you will enjoy Rotary. You know, when you're in the National Assembly, you play politics. In Rotary, you are safe. You can relax. You can be yourself. Nothing you say or do, you know, nothing you say or do will be used against you. Trustee IJ, I know you would like to do this. May I invite Olori Rashidat to please join me? Please join me, Olori. Fellow Rotarians, the Olubada of Ibadan land was actually expecting us today. He was expecting us today. He waited in his palace for us. But the message got to us late. In fact, the message did not get to us when the Olubada was going to receive us. But despite that, the Olubada still asked that his Olori should show up at this dinner. So IJ, the Olori, by virtue of our position, has a lot of influence on women and children. And you know our number one external priority is eradication of women. I want us to take this opportunity to enlist the Olori in this advocacy for women. So please get your polio bill and come and put it. So Lori, don't worry. All we want you to do is anytime you see a child below the age of 5, we just want you to ask the question, ask the mother, ask the guardian, ask the whoever the keeper is, and say, is this child immunized? That's all. Because it is coming from you, it will matter. No child of Ibadan should get crippled from a disease we have a solution to. No child of this state should, and no child of this country should. That is why we are enlisting you into this duty.
Thank you, RIP. Olori, I want to ask. Yes. Please, I want to. That's the way. I want to ask, have you been involved in polio immunization before? No, I mean, have you given a child polio vaccine? You have. Okay, but what I will ask, I don't know the most active president around here. I would have loved you to involve, arrange for another polio immunization, get her picture, immunizing a child, and use it for advocacy. So I don't know who is going to do it. I know we did some organization exercise this morning. You will do it. So that's a please encourage our clap for her, please. So I will decorate you with this polio pin. I will also leave you with this pin so that when you get home, you can decorate your wonderful husband. Please let him wear this polio pin with pride, and I want to see you wear this. The mothers will instantly get the message once they see the polio pin on you. Am I right, President-elect? Our newest member is a serving member of the Senate. Let me give you the polio pin to also give to him.
Senator Sarafa, you see, it's not every time you have the opportunity to do what I'm doing, to do what I'm doing. You know, my fellow Rotarians, you may be interested in this story. You will know that the U.S. government decided that they were not funding the state anymore. This one for state Nigeria. The bulk of polio eradication funding from the United States government was through this. And when you say it's scrapped, the funding from polio eradication was going to suffer. But you see, Rotary has an advocacy group in the US, we call it the US National Advocacy Committee. Rotarians like you, people of influence, and the advocacy committee went to and the parliament, the legislature in the US, the Congress in the US, both the lower and upper chamber, voted exactly the same amount. Exactly the same amount. They normally vote for polio. Under the state, they provided that exact amount to other sources. So we are in the Senate. We will expect it's not simple, but we expect that the Rotary will not be at the Senate, and the government of Nigeria will say we are not funding polio. We will ask them to go down, and do the advocacy on our behalf. So I did. Go ahead, put it there.
No, I want all the cameras. I want this.
So, my dear brother, thank you very much. Welcome to Rotary.
I won't hear this alone. Our queen, our own queen, has just announced a donation of 1 million naira. Is this how you people clap for your queen when you walk through? In our place, when they want to clap for them, they might say they rise up, and I'm sure that our husband will do more. Thank you, sir.
To say that my friends, brothers and sisters at home has also agreed to put in another 1 million naira.
Wow. Thank you. You see the power. Thank you, Honorable Senator, and thank you to his friends. Another 1 million to the Rotary Foundation. Thank you. God bless you.
Jericho Businessmen Club for their presentation. All right, President, please. Another presentation of gifts to you. Please.
The Rotary International President, I'm a past president of Banquet Business Club, and the Rotary International President-elect is a very important member of this club. So it's because of that we decided to give you something to serve as memorabilia of your coming. It has interpretation. Okay. It has interpretation. In Yoruba land, the elders say that Shekere, Imba one lost you, and he's carrying a Shekere, call it Shekere. So you only find it together in joy, and it's a thing of joy. We are visiting Nigeria, and we are being hosted to the dinner with the madam. So we are very much happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, please. Hold on. Okay, look at sir. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so well. I want to call on to the newest club in our district, the Rotary Club of Nigeria, New Gen, and please be here so that my president 2026-27 will be on.
Thank you, District Governor. President Francesco, I know you want to sit down. I wanted to sit down also, but when I got the final story behind this team, I thought it's a story that was exciting. A few months back, President Francesco, I addressed a group of Rotaractors. Yes, I addressed a group of Rotaractors, and I challenged them that if they don't like the way the Rotary clubs around them function, they should go and start their own Rotary. Yes, I know that's what you also tell them. I'm able to announce to you that they listen to that message. I will have a new Rotary club called Rotary Club of Nigeria Next Generation. Rotary Club of Nigeria Next Gen. The district governor told me that their teacher certificate is on the way. They've sent in a copy, but I decided that we are not going to we will not present them a photocopy of the charter. They wanted that done by you, but the charter did not arrive on time. We only have the photocopy, which I didn't want to present. But unless you decide otherwise, yes, there's a proof. Yes, we have the proof that the club is there. So, the president has decided on his own authority to present this to you himself. You know? So, if I have your permission, I can take the photograph. Can I?
All right, fellow Rotarians, guests in the house, as this wonderful program just go to the end tonight, you will see clearly that Rotary is not about learning something, but about giving impact. These are past Rotary actors who feel they should come together and give the Rotary love their own, enjoying the culture. DJ, you give us a light music while people are eating. We have few minutes at this event. In the next 3 minutes I'll be here, they will make it to a close. Thank you. DJ.